What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we have a very special guest, Marissa, who has done over $1 million with the GMV strictly with the bottom of funnel slash middle funnel method since March of 2024, guys. So let's get right into it. So Marissa, kind of tell them a little bit about yourself, how you got started, and kind of your journey with TikTok Shop.
Hello, I'm Marissa. I'm the head VIP coach at Creator Haven, and I got started with TikTok Shop when I saw Bruce doing it. I was obviously there with him when he first started on his own accounts, and then a couple months later, after all of his success, I was like, I want an account and I want to do this myself. So that's when I started to get into it, and then I blew up and went absolutely crazy with a piece of candy called Swedish Candy, where I hit my first $100 day, $200 day, $500 day with just a piece of candy doing middle of funnel.
Got you. So you first discovered TikTok Shop through myself, correct?
Correct.
And when did you kind of realize, like, okay, shoot, I should probably start doing this?
When I was telling my family that he was making $500 days, and my parents and family were like, what? And I was like, wait, this is crazy. Maybe I need to actually start getting into this.
No, for sure, for sure. And those early days of TikTok Shop as well were pretty crazy, pretty much a crazy bull run, and it still is. But kind of tell them a little bit more about that first product that really took off for you.
So my first product that took off for me was a piece of candy, which is Swedish Candy. And I had told Bruce the second that Swedish Candy goes on TikTok Shop, I'm going to go absolutely crazy with it because it was the candy that I was eating before. And it was very, very hard to get it into the United States and for people to get their hands on it. So when it went on TikTok Shop, it was very limited. So I was selling all of the items and I would just eat the candy, and the texture it was absolutely insane. People just wanted it for the texture. So I would just literally be like, it's on sale too. It's super expensive as well to do that bottom of funnel in it. And it went absolutely crazy.
Yeah, no, 100%. And when you first started, did you ever think it would turn into $1 million business, $1 million business model for you?
No, not at all. I didn't even think that I would be able to make the money that I make now.
Yeah, no, for sure. And like, kind of what mistakes did you make in the very beginning that you wish you would have known?
Mistakes that I wish I would have known in the beginning is maybe taking advantage of posting more. In the beginning, we didn't really know any of the rules, so we would only post like 3 times a day. Mm-hmm. Maybe we should up that to like 5 to 10 times a day back in the day. So in the beginning, I wish that I had post more.
So how did you initially find Swedish Candy as a product?
I initially found Swedish Candy as a product when I was scrolling on just my regular personal page, just on my For You page. And I was like, I need that because I love candy. And then I bought it and I ate it. And then I said, this needs to go on TikTok Shop.
Yeah. And then obviously you're doing some middle of funnel and bottom of funnel, and you were kind of in that niche you told me prior to this call for probably around 3 to 4 months. What made you, initially decide, okay, Swedish Candy is great, but I need to switch to a more broad niche of health, consumables. And instead of trying to do top of funnel, I'm going to do bottom and middle of funnel, kind of break down, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. So for Swedish Candy, and when I realized that I needed to start niching into other things, the product went down in trend. So I was still, at the time, I was selling like 500 bags a day. And then it slowly decreased to around 200 to 300. And now I sell around like 15 to 30 a day. But when I saw it slowly decreasing, I realized that trend was going down, and it was way easier for people to get the candy. So it wasn't as big as a product anymore. So I kind of said, you know what, let me do supplements, let me do beauty, let me do clothing. I'm going to take the exact methods and scripts that Bruce is using and do it for my videos. And that's exactly what I did. And I went absolutely crazy, and I was hitting those platinum months and ruby months.
Yeah. And kind of, obviously when you're only sectored into 1 or 2 products, you're going to be kind of limited on how much GMV, you're going to see. How much, like what percentage wise would you say an increase? Would you say it's like anywhere from a 200 to 300% increase when you started promoting in different sectors and promoting multiple different products? Like kind of break down, exactly how much more money you went from to what, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%. So yeah, we can just talk about that first day that I had my first $1,000 day in commission. It wasn't just one product. Mm-hmm. It was about 5 different products.
See, that's key.
Yeah, it was 5 different products that I each sold about 300 units for just that day. And that's what you need to do. You can't just stick to one niche. You can't just stick to one product and post 30 times with just that one product. You need to have about 30 different products posted a day.
And you told me on that first 1K day you had, that was only 2 months after you had fully switched to bottom of funnel. Is this kind of when you realize, okay, bottom of funnel is actually going to stick and bottom of funnel is actually what works?
Yeah, 100%. And honestly, I remember with the first video of bottom of funnel that blew up, we said the exact same script in the next video, like made sure it was down to a T, and that video blew up. And then we kept repeating the same scripts, and the videos just kept blowing up and getting me sales just by saying the same script with different products.
Yeah. And you would say, what would you say is the main reason your bottom of funnel videos did so well? What were you doing differently than the average bottom of funnel creator who's only stuck at $5 to $10 a day? Like, what made yours so special that you were hitting these $1,000 plus days?
Yeah, so definitely my CTA, having my call to action right away. I think that's where people struggle, is they wait like 3 seconds or 5 seconds on the video. I was right away having my CTA, and then making sure that I was engaging in the video. I wasn't just staring or putting the product in the video and that was it. My face was in it. Even if I was doing faceless content, I was still pointing to it, making sure it was still engaging.
Yeah, and I also think, I know you mentioned some of those products. I think you were one of the first people on those products as well. So I think a lot of bottom of funnel content, why it converts so well is because if you could be one of the first people to promote that product with bottom of funnel, and you're like one of the first ones on it during one of these major campaigns, or if it's a new product release, that you can really kind of sector yourself into that GMV max and grandfather yourself into that GMV max, which kind of rolls into my next point of, obviously you made TikTok Shop pretty passive. Kind of talk about that snowball effect that you kind of built up over time just because you were initially in on these $1,000 days, these $2,000 days early on with a lot of these products. So kind of tell them about that snowball effect that you experience.
Yeah, I mean, that goes back to what I was saying before. I was just using my exact scripts. I was using my exact methods, and just continuing to post it every day with different products. I remember that I was just thinking about ways, taking other people's scripts and methods, but doing it into my own to see if that would blow up. And I remember I was the first creator on this one product called OxyWhey protein powder, and my video hit 1 million views within a couple weeks, just because I kind of turned it into my own style, but used my methods, used my scripts, and was using what other people was working with them. So just posting the same script over and over again, you will see success. And when we went to events and we're working with our specialists, they would say the same thing. Just keep using your scripts, using your methods. Why are you going to break something or do something that's still working?
Yeah, and then obviously, at the very beginning, we didn't really know how much to be posting. But once we implemented 30 posts a day, how much more consistent did it get for you when you started posting a minimum of 30 times per day on TikTok Shop?
It got so much more consistent. I would say it literally 10x my income just because I was posting 30 times a day. Like I said on my first question, I wish that I posted more in the beginning.
Yeah, no, 100%. And obviously you're running a lot of products now, which obviously means that you're going to have multiple accounts. You're currently running 5 accounts. So kind of tell them the importance of running up to 5 accounts on TikTok Shop. Why should they in 2026 run multiple accounts on TikTok Shop?
Well, because that's the risk you run with TikTok. They can literally flip you like that. I can wake up one day and my account not be there, or I can post on that account all day long and then 8:45 comes and my account gets clipped. That has happened to me where I go to log into the account to post my videos and the account's just poof, gone. So it's so important to make sure that you are having income on all these accounts. You're treating every account like it's the same.
I think that's key. Yeah.
Because you never know when you're going to get banned, and that's the risk you take. But it's a risk, that I'm willing to do, and a lot of people are willing to do, of course.
So the average person watching this, they're going to say, okay, you're posting 30 videos a day per account. You're running 5 accounts. That's 150 videos a day. Are you not recycling the exact same products? Can you copy and paste products? Kind of break down exactly what that looks like. Are you posting multiple products? Are you filming different areas of your house? How in the world are you avoiding violations?
Yeah, so that's a good question. I will never post the same video because you can't do that. You will get unoriginal content violations. And I just make sure that I have a different shirt on or if I'm having a different background. And since I've been doing this for many years now, of course, there's only so many corners and stuff in my house. I go outside and film. I have a pool, which I film. Faceless, I film on top of a bed, like, or I'm filming in front of my desk. There are so many different angles. Thankfully, I do have about 50 different sweatshirts, so I just throw a different sweatshirt on in a day. Or another thing you can do is you can have sections for each account if you wanted to do something like that as well. But yeah, just making sure I'm having a different shirt, different product, and different thumbnail.
And what does like your daily life look like? Obviously you're working for us now. You're helping out a lot at Creator Haven. But let's just say 3 months prior to this, what was your day in the life like when you're posting actively 150 videos? Obviously, it looks a little bit different now. You're bulk filming in the morning. But let's say you're a full-time affiliate. How are you kind of structuring it so you could post throughout the day when you're running?
Yeah. So how I would structure it is I would go each account. So I'm going to start with my first account. I'm going to pick about 25 different products, sometimes even 30. I'm going to take that. I'm going to put it in my basket, take it to my corner. Then I'm going to film for the day. And then I will batch film 30 on that account. And then I will batch film 30 on a second account. And then I will batch film 30 on my third account. Then I will kind of do some other things for the day just to get my mind off of filming. And then I will go back to batch filming and film my last 2 accounts, which is 30 on each. During these times when I'm kind of lounging around, I'll be editing. And then after I film all these, I will go back and forth through accounts and just edit 10 on this, 10 on this, 10 on this, 10 on this, 10, 10, 10, and then 10, 10, 10 to hit my 30 on all my accounts.
Perfect. And do you believe in verticalizing down into just one niche or not?
I do not believe in that now.
How many different niches would you say you're in currently?
I would say I'm in 4 or 5: clothing, consumables, health, beauty, pet. 4 to 5, yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, I would say I'm around the same. We don't really believe in verticalization here at Creator Haven. A lot of our top affiliates who are crushing 15, 20K months commission on each account that they're running, like I would say the top 10 in our entire agency, they're all in like 7 different niches. And I think that's absolutely key because some niches are going to be more seasonal than others. Like for example, some Christmas stuff, higher ticket items, those are going to be more seasonal towards Q4, Valentine's Day products. Obviously each holiday is going to have its own little quarter where it does really well. And so we don't really believe too much in verticalizing down, and we haven't seen it, be too much of an issue. But what would you tell somebody that's like struggling with low views? Do you look at views? Do you look at views being low ever?
No, I don't look at views at all. And it's actually funny because when I go in the morning to check my sales for the day, it will literally say like 44 views, 5 sold. So you don't need to check
crazy conversions.
Views at all. Yeah, you don't need to check views at all. Views don't matter at all. I wouldn't worry about those double digits that are right now, especially across all of TikTok Shop. I would never worry about views. I just post my videos and you move on to your next account. You post those videos and you just keep posting.
No, 100%. And I think one of the absolute beauties of you being a part of Creator Haven is we give you guys the winning products. We send out a daily list of 20 to 25 products, and then we have an entire section of your daily drivers and main ones you should be pushing. Kind of explain the importance that plays for you as an affiliate. You don't have to do any product research. I do all that for you each and every day. How much time are you saving a day now that Creator Haven does all of your product research for you?
Oh my God, I'm saving so much time a day. All I do is just put everything that you guys are posting in that list into my showcase, and I'm filming it for the day. I'm getting my free sample, I'm getting my refundable sample, and I'm posting it. It's literally has saved almost 60% of my day because I don't have to scroll on the For You page. I don't have to scroll through my showcase to see what I sold. I absolutely love it. And the importance of working with a brand that runs GMV Max is your videos will get pushed and pushed further on the For You page, where you can see those thousands, 10,000s, 100,000 of views on your videos with brands who run GMV Max.
100%. And then I'm going to kind of follow it up with this next question of, with your winning products, how many times per day are you posting your winning products? Are you posting it 1 to 2 times a day, 5 to 7 times a day? Kind of give me a number.
I would say I'm posting my winning products around 3 to 5 times a day, just because I still like to at least post 25 to 30 different products a day because you never know what you're going to sell. But things like if it has a 2-pack or a 3-pack. I'll post the 1-pack and I'll post the 3-pack. So that's twice in a day. So things like that. But I would say around 3 to 5 times I would post my best sellers.
Yeah, got you. And obviously, right now you're making anywhere from $8,000 to $12,000 a month with TikTok Shop. How long did it take for it to kind of be, that consistent? Was it like 1 month good, then the next month it was $2,000, or because you have 5 accounts, it was actually very consistent since we scaled you to 5 accounts back in June?
Yeah, I mean, I would say that there's been ups and there's been downs. My account that I took that I was doing all my focus on, and this is why I'm emphasizing to you guys to have multiple accounts. My one account that I was doing my best on completely got wiped off the app, which was my first time that I hit my 15K commission month, and that it was just gone. Like my commission dropped, obviously. So then ever since then, I made sure that I was consistently doing around 5 to 6K on each account, so I can make sure I'm back in those 15K, around the 15K commission months. It's super important to never treat an account like it's your best. Make sure you're consistently posting the same and treating the accounts like the same, because something like that could happen to you.
No, 100%. If somebody was starting TikTok Shop today with 0 followers, they don't have any prior social media experience, what would be your advice to that person, that 40-year-old mom out there, that 60-year-old retiree that just wants something to do on the side, or even that 20-year-old college student? What would be the exact steps that you would tell them, okay, here's how you're going to get to 10K a month within 3 months from now, and you're going to be able to make consistent 150 videos a day? What would you tell them?
I would tell them to grab an account from whoever you need to grab one from, and then you're going to go to the store. You're going to film in-store method if you don't want products at home. You're going to look around your house. You're going to film 30 to 40 times a day on these accounts. You're going to do bottom of funnel because...
Wait, and why should they do bottom of funnel and not top of funnel?
They're going to start with bottom of funnel because they don't know how to edit. No one knows how to edit. No one has time to sit there and edit, especially if you're a college student, just like how we were. And also your CTA, especially with this new GMV Max algorithm, you need to make sure you're having a high CTR, which is your click-through rate. And bottom of funnel, it's so intriguing to actually tap on that card. That's why it does so well right now. So I would tell them to consistently post, even if you're seeing those $0 days for a week or two, you're still going to post, because eventually that snowball effect will roll in and you're going to see sales right away. And I would just tell them to post, and then, yeah, that's it. Just consistently post 30 to 40 times a day. Once you are seeing around like $1,000 commission day, I would then invest and maybe, try to get another account, and then eventually scale up to 5 accounts so you can see that next success.
And how quickly do you think somebody could get their first sale? Literally within an hour, 30 minutes?
Yeah. The next day. We have people with Creator Haven that literally will come in, and the next day we'll post, I joined Creator Haven yesterday and I have 3 sales.
And what would you say is like the biggest mindset shift you have to have when you first start TikTok Shop?
Ooh, that's a big one.
I would say I'm going to answer my own question first. I would say you have to become process-based and not results-based. I think that is absolutely key. If you come into this thinking that you're going to make us $10,000, because obviously we're here talking about how you're making 8 to 12K a month, but somebody watching this, they have to realize that your first month, more than likely, you're not going to make 8 to 12K a month. That's why at Creator Haven, we always stress that we want you guys with us for 3 months minimum, because it allows us to kind of hand hold you through that process to get there. Otherwise, it is a whole lot harder. We did this from the very beginning when it was a completely different algorithm. The GMV Max algorithm, you could definitely get lucky, hit those 8 to 12K months, but without the proper systems, without the proper scaling and systems to help protect you from violations, all that sort of stuff, you could be clipped like that. But you can go now.
Yeah, I mean, same. Make sure you're just posting your videos. Don't look at sales. Yeah. Also, make sure you're posting. I know it's hard. Saturday comes around, you want to go and lounge all day long. You don't want to post because it's the weekend. That's not how it is with TikTok Shop. You need to make sure you're consistently posting every single day, even when Saturday and Sunday comes. So make sure you're posting no matter the day or anything.
And now, obviously, you're the head VIP coach at Creator Haven. What do you do to help members with the most? Like, how do you help members inside of our community?
Yeah, so I answer all their questions. Everyone's always adding me all the time, all day long, with questions all day long. Not only that, I'm support. People come to me privately all the time. I manage the creator center, so I'm managing samples for everyone, auto approving people for samples with our campaigns that we run with brands. They give us some samples, so I do auto approve people for samples. I'm making sure everyone's linked correctly, and then all that type of stuff.
Yeah, no, 100%. And what mistakes do you see, new creators make before they join us at Creator Haven? Like, what would you say on these calls when people get on calls with you? What is the number one mistake that they make?
The number one mistake that they make is trying to think that they know what's going to get someone to actually purchase off their video when that's not going to work. When I first started saying, I was like, no way someone's going to buy off me because I'm yelling at them that there's a sale. But that's actually what makes people buy. So the biggest mistake is thinking that, oh, well, I would buy if that video went out there. No, you need to do what people have been doing for the last 2 years. One, and then the most common violation that people are getting are linking the wrong product. I get on calls with people all the time that say, I have violations. And I'm like, what are they? They're like, I linked the wrong product. Well, that's 8 points that racks up on your accounts, and it just becomes a huge mess. So make sure you're slowing down, you're posting the right products, and all that type of stuff.
Yeah, no, 100%. And what would you say changes when somebody actually has an actual system, coaching backing it, retainers, tap campaigns, commission boosts, instead of trying to figure it out on their own? What would you say? Like, what changes?
Oh, yeah, 100%. I would make sure that I am working with people who are coaching me. That's the most important step. You cannot do TikTok alone, especially right now with violations. You need to make sure that you are backed up. Not only that, the retainers are amazing. I am doing the retainers as well, just because it's so easy to pump out videos and I'm making a little extra cash. Why not? So it's just simple things like retainers and all that type of stuff. I would really make sure that you're working with people who know what they're doing, and they give you scripts, they give you methods, they're giving you commission boosts, they're giving you retainers. I cannot believe that people can come into Creator Haven and already make money. Like, that's insane how we had to, when we first started, there was nothing guaranteed.
Nothing. Not even a video on YouTube. So it kind of goes into my next point of, what's been your favorite Creator
Haven success story would probably have to be, I'm going to say Nick Lucido.
Okay.
Yeah. And he's my favorite just because we watched him before Creator Haven was a thing, and he would copy us down to the T. And we were like, who is this copying us? Because obviously back then we didn't have anything out
content
there
and stuff as well.
Yeah.
Back then,
So we were like, who is this copying us? And then he was obviously failing because he wasn't doing it the correct way. And then once Creator Haven launched that first day, Nick Lucido joined Creator Haven, and his success is insane. When he goes on live, he does 4,000 in one night.
Wait, and cut you off, guys. He is 20 years old. 20 years old.
Yeah, he's a grinder. Him, Emery, ran the fact that he's completely faceless and does 15, 20K months. It's just crazy, just with Creator Haven's methods.
Yeah, and I'm going to do 3 honorable mentions. I'm going to do Emery. Once again, came to us $2K a month. We scaled him to $15K a month. That's on this channel. Number 2, I'm going to go Rand. Same exact deal, $2K a month. Now he's pushing 20 to 25K a month. And then, of course, Scott, 50-year-old guy, a dad, stay-at-home dad, was struggling like crazy, tons of account bans, crushing literally 130,000 GMV on a single account per month. So he's doing crazy numbers. But
I remember Scott was actually, I don't think Scott knows this, but Scott was my first call to get into Creator Haven, and he was struggling, and I was like, let's just do this. And he trusted us, and I'm so glad that he did. And he will say himself, you follow Creator Haven down to the T and you will have success.
Yeah, no, 100%. And, obviously I'm going to end with this one question. If someone is watching this right now and they're on the fence about starting TikTok shop and joining us at Creator Haven, what would you tell them?
Why are you on the fence? You're guaranteed money with retainers. You're guaranteed support. You're guaranteed scripts and methods. You do not have to do this alone. I'm telling you, do not do TikTok shop alone. Thankfully, I had Bruce in there. I mean, I was that first guinea pig, if you would say, you know, watching Bruce do it and then I did it. So I was in your shoes, and just post your videos. If you're embarrassed about your face being on the internet, do faceless. There are so many ways to make sure that you're making that consistent money, whether you want to show your face or not show your face. Just post the video. No one cares what you're doing. And yeah.
Perfect. And thank you guys so much. And thank you so much, Marissa, for an amazing interview. We really appreciate your time today. Over $1 million with the GMV since March of 2024, guys. Huge thank you. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. We have the VIP waitlist form listed below as well. Make sure to follow us on TikTok, Creator Haven or Bruce.gold. Marissa TTS, I believe, is her handle. But yeah, if you guys want to work one-to-one directly with myself and my team over there at Creator Haven, just fill out the list below, join our Discord, fill out that VIP waitlist form, and we will see y'all inside the VIP community. Have a blessed day. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to smash that like button and subscribe. Let's get it.